That is less than Jake.
That was all right, man. Good pick. Gets the energy going, right?
That's a Cheap Trick number.
Yes, it is. I used to like Cheap Trick.
I used to love that song because it said Kiss records in it.
Oh, really? And that was the only reason you liked the song?
When I was a kid, yeah, it made it so cool to me. Like,
they're
1979.
mentioning Kiss, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get my Kiss records out. I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was like a young chip. I was so happy. I was very pleased with the mention of my favorite band.
I got to say, I checked my Twitter really fast right before the show, and Sam's got everyone pissed off.
Why? Is he do contract extension?
Well, I guess, wow, thank you for the chick of the day. This guy sends me the chick pick of the day. Now I'm distracted.
Yeah, she's cute.
That's pretty nice, right?
Big, heavy breasts.
I'll have to retweet this guy. You should follow this guy because he gives you chick pick of the day. Anyway, a bunch of people are pissed off because Sam Roberts was talking about the John Travolta 3 a.m. picture. And a bunch of people are saying, so Sam, what you're saying is if I'm up at 3 a.m., I'm gay? So where is Sam? Is that the assumption Sam was making? Basically, there's a picture of John Travolta. He went to a gym at 3 in the morning. You don't even care about it?
No, I'm fine.
Why'd you throw it away?
Because I'm done looking at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you already covered it. Just look at John Travolta thumbs upping some fucking creepy guy.
People are mad. Are you calling them gay if they're up at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, that's obvious.
Why? Why is it obvious?
Of course not.
But John Travolta's a big star, so he can't just go to a gym during the day. He's going to be bothered the whole time, so...
Yeah, but that's not what the story said. He didn't say that he was bothered at the gym. The story said that John Travolta walked up to the guy.
He was just trying to be nice.
And introduced himself.
Because he's up at 3 a.m. He's like, oh, another guy that understands that, it's kind of cool to work out in the middle of the night.
And asked the guy if he was married.
Well, it's small talk.
Who has small talk at 3:30 at the gym? Anybody who's at the gym at 3:30 in the morning probably wants to work out by themselves. Or... wants to meet people.
Yeah, but it's John Travolta, and he wants some human contact. So he goes up to the guy, oh, you're working out, I'm working out. Hey, you married?
Who goes to the gym at 3:30 for human contact?
John Travolta.
Yeah.
Because he can't get that during the day.
No, he can't. He wants contact.
So you're trying to say he was like cruising?
I'm
in the middle of the night at a gym?
That's a possibility. That's one way to interpret the story that this guy on the internet wrote.
Yeah.
What a place to live, man. What a fucking trapped world that is.
Yeah.
So why doesn't he just come out? It's 2015.
Yeah, 100%. That's another thing I said.
The fuck? It's not the 80s or 90s anymore.
Yeah, if you got
Bruce Jenner, he's pretty much going to be a woman by the end of the year.
Wow, In Touch magazine fucked him over.
Yeah, but if he was looking to meet people, wouldn't he have put his best hair on?
Not in the gym. Maybe it's just late and he's horny.
Doesn't even care.
No.
And why is this guy running to, where did he run to?
Reddit.
He went to Reddit? He had a run to Reddit?
So why not?
I mean, I think if that happened to you, you'd immediately be on the air the next day telling the story.
Did the guy imply anything homosexual or just say, hey, we were just talking?
I mean, it was, he wrote the story as if to say, make your own judgment, but it was,
Here's what happened.
Like, he's not going to be held, liable or whatever.
I was at the gym minding my own business.
Right.
And then a man introduced himself to me and asked if I was married and had kids.
A little small talk.
Oh, people, fucking poor Travolta.
A little small talk.
I just wants to go out.
Well, Sam and I were talking in the office, like, the thing about this is that Travolta is he's not an internet guy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he probably doesn't even assume that this will end up on a website called Reddit.
But why should it if he walks up to the guy and just starts a little small talk in between reps?
Well, I mean,
because
a story's a story, but like he took a photo with the guy, so it's not like
I'm trying to.
Any celebrity that would do that, it would become a story. If that celebrity also had like mysterious photos of them kissing men on the lips outside of airplanes and weird masseuse stories and a lot of underlying topics,
sure,
it might end up on the internet.
But Travolta didn't really say anything to this guy, and this guy ran off and had to tell his pretty lame story.
Anybody would tell that story. You would tell that story. I would tell that story. Anybody would tell that story.
You know what I would say? Holy fuck, I just saw John Travolta at the gym.
And then you'd be like, we'd say, well, did he talk to you? And you'd say,
I go,
he
yeah, he asked me if I was married and had kids. I think he was just trying to, start a little conversation because he's lonely.
He was trying to relate to you because he's married and has kids.
Yeah, there you go.
And the rest of us would be like, really, Opie? That's what you thought he was doing?
Well, this is coming in from Pretty Plus More. You got to deal with her now. Everyone knows John Travolta is the world's most famous insomniac, and that he switched his schedule many years ago.
Look, the thing is not that he was up late.
So he sleeps during the day, and then he does his stuff at night.
Yeah, he's doing his stuff at night. The point of the story is the stuff, not the
But he didn't
night.
do anything.
Maybe maybe he literally just wanted to work out with somebody. I mean, I think he was hitting on the guy, but it's not that crazy. Like, there's a lot of plausible deniability. You're just fucking working out, and it's just you and him. So it's okay to walk up and say hello to somebody.
But you don't think his publicist saw that story and went, God damn it, not again.
Well, of course, but
no, she's probably, thank God he wasn't in the locker room again. So happy there were actually weights around this time.
We all know the stories.
Right.
So now every time John Travolta comes up to you, that means he's hitting on you?
I mean, if he's kind of doing hitting on you, if you went up to
There's
a woman,
nothing in that story that says
questions.
If you went up to a woman in the gym,
right,
and it's 3:30 in the morning,
right,
and it's just the two of you, and she's by herself,
right,
and she's fine by herself, she
right,
doesn't need any company,
right,
and you go up to her and you say, "Hey, how's it going?"
Right.
She's like, "It's fine. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm by myself. That's why I come to the gym at 3:30 in the morning."
Right.
And you go, "Oh, cool. You married? You have kids? Like,
right.
what's your deal?"
Right.
Would you be like, "Oh, I guess that woman just wanted some company"?
Yeah.
Plus, this guy might have been staring at Travolta. Maybe he was staring at him the whole time. Maybe he was like looking at Travolta a bunch, and then Travolta goes, "Hey, I'm John," and just said hello to him. Like, the guy might have been fucking kept looking at him because he was Travolta. Maybe Travolta was
in
just
his story,
hello to
he
him.
says, "I thought I was alone until someone came up to me."
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, look, he could be also embellishing the story, of course, but
But that just means every time Travolta comes up to you, you have to assume he's hitting on you? I feel bad for Travolta. Do I think he likes men? Yes.
Okay. I feel bad for Travolta,
but it doesn't mean that he was actually, trying to get something done in this case. And then this idiot has to go and run and tell his non-story. It's a non-story, is my point.
I mean, it's a story because a celebrity approached you and she started talking to you. For sure. It's not a non-story.
All right, so tell your friends.
Those are his friends, the internet. I would tell the internet if that should happen to me. I would go on the air immediately.
You would hint that he was maybe hitting on you, and then the guy's not brave enough to say, I truly believe he was hitting on me.
We just want to get sued, but...
Yeah, well, go all in, or don't go in at all.
I'd be like, yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
He was just saying what happened.
Yeah, he just told the story, and then we all can make our judgments.
Like when Jim ran into Mick Jagger at the gym, and he just said what happened.
That is true. No pictures made. All right.
He said that on Charter.
Yeah. But he wasn't, you know what, again, he wasn't a dick. He was an older guy, and when you take pictures of older guys, a lot of times they feel like they don't look good.
Right.
The older celebrities get killed online because they have no makeup on.
Yeah.
So I kind of got it.
If Mick had taken a photo with you, you would have posted and said, ran into Mick Jagger at the gym.
That's true.
And this guy did the same thing.
And from the story, Jim's implying maybe Mick Jagger loves the way he looks. But based on what happened in the interaction, one of the things we can imply is that there's a possibility that Mick Jagger might not have liked the way he looked that day.
Right.
So based on the story, we can imply that maybe...
So Travolta can't say hi to anyone anymore.
We didn't say hi. No, hi is fine. Like, hey, what's up?
Hey.
What if he's online at Starbucks? He's a little bored. And he's like, hey, man, what's up? I'm here. You're here. Oh, by the way, are you married? You have kids?
Yeah.
Does that mean he's trying to have sex with a guy in line at Starbucks?
Yeah. Yep. Smaller venti.
Yeah, I mean...
Was I trying to have sex with Joe Pesci the time I walked up to him in the middle of the night?
Did you ask him if he was married?
I was just trying to get a picture.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And just like Jimmy with Mick Jagger, he wasn't ready for a picture.
Yeah, sometimes they feel a little older.
But I could have snapped a picture with him sleeping on the plane with his mouth wide open and his head back, looking like a fool.
Did you ask him, like, where are you staying?
I just wanted the picture.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know.
Joe, you got any kids?
Maybe he's just talking. He's just lonely. What are you doing, man? I'm hanging out.
What gym was this at? Somewhere in L.A.?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Is he a notorious insomniac?
That's what this one person on Twitter says.
Or are they joking?
Well, look,
I would assume a lot of celebrities, go out late at night to do stuff because they don't get bothered as much.
He went
including maybe going to an all-night gym.
If you don't go
line of questioning.
If you go to the gym late at night,
right,
because you don't want to get bothered,
right,
then why would you approach a dude and say, "Hey, what's up? Are you married?"
Because he's lonely.
Yeah,
but then he'd go get bothered.
Maybe
then.
he needed a spot.
Yeah, maybe you want to just talk to somebody. Like, hey, there's a dude working out. I'll just talk.
Right.
It's one guy. It's not like it's 30 guys. If you're talking to one dude, it's like, hey, what's up, man? It's just me and you. It's just two of us. It's okay to come out and be friendly here.
Yeah, but you can acknowledge each other, but
maybe he wanted a buddy.
I still think it's weird to ask.
Maybe he wanted a buddy. The guy looked good.
I feel bad that how do you say this carefully? I feel bad that if that's what he's into, he can't come out of the closet and just do it.
I do too.
I feel
because it seems like his wife is all in with it. How does she not know with these little stories all over the place?
You don't know what those conversations are like in the morning. Really? I'll tell you that's what he heard this morning. Really?
How'd you know?
What? I was having coffee. Really?
I don't know.
He's using the Opie. Yeah, I wanted a buddy. I just needed a spot. I asked him if he was married.
Hi, are you married? Haven't we been embarrassed enough?
I don't know.
Oh, poor John.
It's 2015 though. Who the fuck would care enough?
Dude, I wish he would. If that's what it is, man, I wish he would for his own sanity.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Does it have anything to do with his religion?
No, I don't think so.
Scientology?
No, I don't think so. But I have a feeling it might be family stuff, or if you're an actor and you're playing leading man or those alpha roles,
right,
it might be harder to get work if the public knows that you're.
No. Neil Patrick Harris is doing just fine.
Yeah, but Neil Patrick Harris, is not.
Yeah,
we know who he is.
He's also it's an old school thing too. It's like
this is Pulp Fiction.
John Travolta has been a leading man since you really couldn't be a leading man.
But he's not really doing much anymore, so...
Yeah, but I don't think he's sitting there
he makes the big announcement. Maybe it helps his career again.
It probably would.
It's another Pulp Fiction thing.
It also might help those lawsuits, too.
Right.
That might be a problem,
Those
too.
all go away.
Yeah, they might start popping up more. But if he comes out... It also, who'd be shocked? Every leading role he's done has seemed gay. Fucking, remember when he was really cool when he played the guy who danced? No, fuck that. I liked him when he was in the musical. Right. Oh, that's right.
Wow. All right.
They're not exactly the coolest roles.
No, I mean, it's very shitty that, like...
Well, Vincent Vega's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool, but
I wouldn't think Vincent Vega's less cool because
he even danced in that one. He had to get a dance in, didn't he?
He got a trophy.
Couldn't even play a murderer without getting a little dance in.
He just can't help himself.
You think that was like in his deal?
Absolutely.
Yeah, every role.
I ain't kill nobody if I don't dance. He's together and fucking shuffle.
It's very shitty that people like Travolta and Bruce Jenner, if something's happening in their lives, they can't just be public. They can be public about everything else, but not that.
Well,
and it would probably take a lot of steam out of these stories.
I got a problem with this guy that's trying to make something out of this that, maybe it's not even there.
Well, he told us. I mean, his story. I don't have a problem with him telling his story.
Why? Yeah, all these fucking people can't mind their own business when they meet a celebrity.
But this guy's not a celebrity, and Travolta approached him.
I mean, if Jim just comes in and tells a story and says, "Yeah, I saw Mick Jagger."
Yeah, I kind of get why the guy would do it. The guy's not being a dick if Travolta approached him. He's just a regular dude. Like, hey, guess what happened? Like, I might do that if I was. I'm not him, and I would do that.
You said you saw Regis Philbin at the gym, and he seemed grumpy.
Yeah, he's not approachable.
Well, okay, so
he's not a nice guy.
Less of a story than
in my opinion, when he's not on TV, he's not a nice guy.
But imagine if he came up to you and started talking about your fucking sexual preferences.
See you around here a lot. You married? You'd be like, oh, Regis, what's up?
Well, but I have the desire to say hi to him.
Right.
Because I see him a lot.
You could say hi to him.
I can. I told the story. He grunts at me.
Okay, see?
I was on the mat very, very close to him, and I was doing my thing, and he started grunting like, why are you this close to me? And I wasn't even that close.
Is that more of a story than this guy's Travolta story?
No, I thought it was kind of just...
I think it's a good story.
It's an okay story.
It's entertaining.
I try to bring some of the shit that's happening in my life to the show.
I like that story, but I like this guy's Travolta story, too.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to Josh in North Carolina. Josh!
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hello, Josh.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning. Everybody's forgetting the fact that this guy has an airport as part of his house and buys jumbo jets. He wants to work out at 3 in the morning. He can build a gym.
Yeah, but he's probably... I'm serious. Some of these celebrities are very lonely because they can't just go out and walk the streets or go to a Starbucks or just go to a gym.
Didn't the
They
article,
don't want to be in their houses all the time.
Yeah,
Even though they
like to
can
get
afford
out.
some great stuff, they like to get out.
the article also said that he brought up his private jets to this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bragging a little bit.
So do you have a private jet? I do.
You want to check it out, or
You want to see it?
Yeah, you won't go flying?
he's sitting in the driver's seat of the jet, going, "I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot."
Look, he was probably fishing. Probably.
Yes.
But my point is, now every time Travolta walks up to a guy, they're all going to run and think, he's hitting on him.
How about a fat guy? Walk up and say hi to a fat guy in the gym. Then nobody would think anything of it. That guy was like 280. No offense, but if he was look like one of our employees, I don't know, just anybody. I'm just saying.
Like me or Travis?
No.
Troy?
No. If I say hi to Troy, I question it. But no, it's like it's always a good-looking guy with Travolta. It's like, could you just walk up to a fucking fat
Guy could
dude?
take.
Yeah.
Get a picture of a fat guy one time. Hire someone to say, "Hey, Travolta was my buddy, and he's big and fat." And people are like, "Oh, he just wants to."
He's just lonely and just looking for a
Jim,
little company.
Speaking of big stars, when you met Nicolas Cage on the plane, did it seem like he was looking for a company from people?
No, it seemed like if he had construction tools, he would have spackled up a wall between us. It seemed like he enjoyed his ivory tower and didn't want me near it.
I think
so
that's my
annoyed.
favorite celebrity story you've told.
I wanted so badly to bond with him and just chat.
He was so annoyed.
He wanted nothing. Literally, if I was the fucking director of photography on Face Off, I would have had nothing in common with him. It was
Just
terrible.
that you kept trying.
A couple of times, I didn't pester him. It was just like really legit. Oh, it was so bad.
Should have asked if he was married.
I wanted to just be a buddy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We got Mike from BX. Small talk with, what is he trying to write here that he fucked up? Small talk with a guy at the gym, I guess, is about lifting and weight, not about marital status.
Yeah, it's a little
But if
fishy.
Travolta's trying to get a little action, he doesn't give a fuck if the guy's married or not.
Well, but that's a way to find out if he's like into dudes, though. He's a man with a penis, and that's also a man with a penis. Like a lot of men with penises don't like other
Or women.
penises. Or
Let's say hi to Jay in Staten Island. Jay.
Hello, Opie?
What's up, Jay? You sound like you're in a locker room or
Sounds like
something.
you're calling from the fucking Air Asia fuselage.
Right.
I'm in an office and it's pretty empty. I just got a desk here and stuff. So,
Oh.
But it seems to be that the gym brings out the creeping people. I used to go to a local gym, and there's one guy. I used to be on the treadmill. He used to just like annoy the
You're right.
like,
He's panicking. You're
Sorry, man,
panicking.
I'm freezing up. He used to talk to me on the treadmill all the time, which I thought was annoying. And, but he kind of put up with it. And then I found out a couple of weeks later that he used to actually stand by the entrance to the locker rooms completely nude, hoping that people would catch him nude, like on the way on the floor, like past the locker room.
Yeah, it's just a creep.
We could do 2 hours on this. I mean, Jim and I are, we're at the same gym, and we've told a few of the stories. That one guy seems to
I haven't
not be
seen
there
him.
anymore.
No. Oh, he means him in the entrance so people in the gym see him, I think.
No, he said entrance to the locker room.
Right, but but I mean, so people
But he's
like
naked.
No,
so
but
it has to be in the locker room.
But he wants people like outside the locker room to see him, whereas with us it's just naked guys. Are you saying that he wants people who are actually by the gym equipment to walk by and see him?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Not in the locker room, which is creepy enough.
That's even creepier.
That's borderline criminal.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he was kind of like playing it off, like it would be like, oops, oh, you call me by the entrance to the locker room. You happen to be looking in, so it's not my fault type of thing.
Right.
Maybe he just wants a friend.
Well,
Yeah. This is cock.
you know that the guy that used to get naked in our locker room, completely out of shape, looks like he
The
never.
old guy?
The older guy
Yeah.
that looks like he never lifted a weight in his life, even though we've seen him in the gym all the time. And he would get naked right away, and then the black attendant for the locker room would walk over to the guy as soon as he was naked, and they would just talk. We've told the story, right?
Do you ever watch the black guy when he would fumble with his zipper? It was
A little
so
bit.
bizarre.
It was, but know what's weird? The member's not there anymore, and that guy's not there anymore.
Well,
I wonder if something went down,
I heard.
or oh, you heard something?
No, yeah, but not anything, nothing shady. I heard that the guy, the employee, got fired right before Christmas because he was. They said that there was he's been there for a long time, and there was just parts of the locker. You know what's funny? As you're saying that, I wonder if something shady happened.
Yeah, because the member's not there anymore. Maybe people were complaining, and they finally, confronted the guy like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Because they said he didn't clean the top of the lockers.
You got fired for that?
Well, maybe there was other stuff he was doing too.
Yeah,
but our gym got taken over by another company. That might have been something else because the gym got taken over by another company, so they might have just been cutting a lot of what they saw as fat or a lot of
right.
But yeah, you're right. They both kind of disappeared at the same time.
Yeah, they're both gone now. We haven't seen either one in a while.
You wonder if there was a little old white man fucking being impaled on a black gift.
All right, Jay, thanks. Yeah,
Real quick, this guy ended up getting banned. Like, they couldn't actually file charges, I guess, because they got complaints. But they ended up just politely telling him, listen, you can't come back here. You know what I mean?
Did they warn him first? I wonder. Said, look, you can't do that, and they did it again.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I wonder if they warned him first and said, look, can you just not go by the door naked? And he just couldn't help himself.
Right.
Just had to take a
No,
peek.
I don't. I think once they found out, I was just listen, you can't be back here, doing that type of stuff.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
When I worked out in Huntington, there was a nice little treat. There was a bulletin board right outside the women's locker room. And it was a perfect angle you could see the mirror, and then it bounces right into the main area. And I would go over there making believe I'm looking at classes that I wanted, join or whatever. And I got to see so much stuff. I wonder if anyone ever complained about that.
Just sign up for every class.
It was just enough. It was you had to just kind of tilt your head just enough, and you had a direct shot at the mirror that would bounce into the main area. And I would watch women get dressed all the time, and I'm like, this is not right. This is wrong. I think I need to tell someone about it.
Did you?
Hell fucking no.
No, I wouldn't have either.
But I did feel a little creepy. But you can't help yourself if it's presented to you like that.
Yeah, if you only have to crane your neck a little. It's not bad.
It's not like I'm wandering around the streets, peeking in windows. It was right there. What do you do?
No.
Would you be the guy that goes and tell them there's a flaw in their design?
No, absolutely not.
You would peek, right?
100. I would stay there. I wouldn't touch a piece of gym equipment.
Then I felt like everyone knew I was doing it. So then it's like, all right, how long can I stare at this bulletin board before I got to move on?
Just signing up for classes.
And then in between sets, I would go over there. When you're resting in between sets, I would just meander back to the bulletin board to see if anything was happening in there.
The gym people are probably like, wow, this guy's really in touch with the gym community. Yeah. He's really a part of.
It's kind of a nice treat.
Just thought I saw somebody post something new on the bulletin board. Thought I'd check. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been noticed.
I definitely felt dirty, though.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No, but it's not. It's hard not to. Like you said, if it's right there, man.
It's right there. It wasn't like I had to, do much of anything.
It's hard not to.
I wonder if they know.
You think it might still be there?
The gym's still there. I've driven by it. It doesn't look like they, changed things up too much.
It's a great commercial.
And maybe I'm blowing up everyone else's spot that discovered this. They're probably out there right now going, shut the fuck up.
Nobody could see you from the other, angle of the mirror? The women couldn't tell?
No, I absolutely was worried about that.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to, oh, no. Oh, a yoga class is starting in 15 minutes.
Creepy
hot
eyeballs,
yoga.
making contact with you through the mirror.
That would not be good.
No,
that would not be good at all. Let's say hi to Joe in Bloomfield. That's in Jersey, right? Bloomfield, New Jersey? Joe, what do you got?
How you doing, guys? Now, I think we're just failing to, think about one other angle of this thing. It's John Travolta in a gym. Who's to say this guy didn't walk up on John Travolta and start the conversation? And then somewhere along the lines in the conversation, John was just making small talk, and then just decided to throw in so what's your story? Do you have wife? Do you have kids? Obviously, I'm John Travolta. You know my story.
Yeah, I think if you're in the gym and it's you and John Travolta, you would be going up to him before John Travolta would come up to you.
That's what you would think.
Yeah.
But the fact that
that's his side of the story, though.
That's all we can go on.
He might have twisted it.
He might have very well, but that's what we can go on right now.
He seems believable.
Yeah.
Super hot, too.
Yeah, I mean, good-looking guy.
Nice smile.
Yeah.
It's a winning smile. Who wouldn't say hello to him?
Yeah.
Would you?
No, you just say hi.
If I was, would I?
Yeah.
So the question is, would you?
You said super hot, so if you...
Since you are, would you?
Yeah.
I won't answer with that phraseology.
But you noticed he was super hot.
I'm just saying, a guy obviously is not his first time at the gym. That's all.
So
I don't think I'm alone in noticing that.
No. If you're a straight guy, you do know you never notice if another guy's good looking, right?
That's not true. That's not obviously.
It's not true at all. I've noticed plenty of good-looking, handsome people.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now across the room there. Just looking at Opie.
If you would you.
With you?
No, with the super hot guy you just
Ask him
said.
with you. It's not a big deal. Let's get to the brass tacks of this discussion.
That's what the people want to know.
Yeah.
Opie.
Yes.
He's like my very, very young brother. That would be fucking creepy.
Right. This question is, since you are, how many times have you?
You mean since I'm still employed?
Yes.
All right, let's say hi to Brian in Charlotte. Brian, good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Good morning. Hi, guys.
Hey.
My friend describes that phenomenon of being able to take a peek, maybe craning your neck a little bit, as being a positioner, which differentiates him from being a pervert.
You know, I can't imagine there's not a guy that wouldn't do exactly what I did in that gym.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you
And
not?
It made me feel better about it. I wasn't actually a pervert. I'm just taking advantage of the fact that I can move my body in different directions to see the gifts that have been given to me.
Thank you. I mean, I think if you're hiding in a bush somewhere in a neighborhood because you know maybe some action is happening in a window, that's even creepier, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about, like, you know, you're sitting on the bleachers at a basketball game, and the woman, in front of you bends over, and you don't look. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm a positioner. That's a great way to put it.
It's called a positioner.
Yeah, I've been in high school. I was a positioner. I'd always position myself to be peeking up the skirt. Oh my God! I was like fucking GPS long before it existed.
A positioner.
Yeah, if there was a possible box hair to be seen, I was fucking right on it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Hope you have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you too, Brian. All right. There's a million gym stories. Two guys used to shower across from each other at my gym and just talk to each other naked.
A lot of guys can do that.
I don't know how you can do that.
No, not at all.
It's an alpha male thing.
I don't know. Some guys are just comfortable with it. Like, there's guys that are gay, and then there's guys that are just honestly not. They don't care about nudity.
They don't give a fuck.
And they want to.
The old guys don't give a fuck. They can walk around naked, and I don't think they're positioning or creeping or looking for. That's just how they are.
And I think there are also guys that like it's a power thing, and they want the fact that you're uncomfortable with it to make it so that you recognize that they're not uncomfortable with it, so they have this thing over you.
That might, you know what? Literally, yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, just dangling.
I've sat there a lot of times, and like guys talking naked, and I'm like, he's not going to move. I'm not going to push it off my cheek. He's not going to win.
High school principal here was caught in a sauna asking young boys to blow him. All right, well that's a little different than the John Travolta story.
It could have just been small talk.
Yeah, we've lost the ambiguity.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if this was just small talk.
Yeah, I'm asking if you would. I'm not asking you to.
Yeah, Floyd, that doesn't help our conversation here. It's pretty obvious what's going on.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Some guy used to take a picture of a gymnast off the wall at my gym and jerk off with it in the bathroom. They had to screw it to the wall.
What? Get a new picture.
Wait, Bob, go ahead.
Hey, this was a bunch of years ago, but
Would you?
Here we go with this shit again.
Have you called him before? Oh, sorry.
All right, so
go ahead,
into
James.
the gym where all the weight equipment was, you had to go through the gymnasium, and they had all on the wall right at your eye height. They had all these pictures of the gymnast. One of them, she had to be about 13, 14 years old. Legs spread wide open, close up. I mean,
she a great big fat person.
All right, love you too, Jimmy. But anyway, they had to end up screwing the picture down because they caught the same guy taking the picture into the bathroom about 5 or 6 times.
Oh, that girl. But why would he? What was her name? Was he like trying to cut diamonds in her back? Was her name Frederica Bimmel?
Was it a famous gymnast?
Yes, her name is Mrs. Littman.
Let's say hi to Kevin in South Carolina. Kevin.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's possible he was looking for some of that anonymous dick, but it's also possible he was just lonely and has been in a Hollywood bubble so long. He has no idea how to interact with normal people. He could have just panicked and said, "Oh, what do they talk about? Oh, they talk about family. Oh, let me ask them that." So I give a pass.
Just being so socially awkward that you have no idea what to talk about with normal people.
And it's definitely true because he obviously has no awareness of the fact that this will immediately be on the internet. Like, it's not a photo you should take coupled with that story.
Yeah.
But
And maybe Travolta's seen him in the gym before. You never know. They may have worked out there before, and he might have been a familiar guy there. Like, he probably was hitting on him, but you can't say definitely.
no, you can't say definitely.
That's what I'm getting at. I want to reiterate. I think he is into men.
But I can make
But
my
now he's in a
assumption.
position where
Yes.
every time he walks up to a guy, they're all assuming, oh, look what he's trying to, have sex with me.
Jim Norton speculates that he might be. Opie is confirming his homosexuality is 100%.
How do I say that? How do I say that correctly?
No, that's right. No one knows.
I think you could give your opinion on something, right?
Yeah. All I'm doing is taking the story. All we have is that guy's story.
I feel like he's tormented.
I do too.
Yes.
And in the year 2015, you don't have to be tormented anymore.
But I feel the
for the
same way-
most part. I guess. Or it's a lot easier anyway.
You don't
than when
absolutely
we were
don't. You do
than
not
when
have
we
to
were
be
growing up.
tormented.
But he's married, though. I mean, for it's easy. Who knows what that's like when you're married and you have kids together? I mean, I know their son passed away, but they have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you? Maybe that's hard to come out to your wife and daughter. Like for us on the outside, like just tell them. But if you walk up to your wife and go, "Look, I really do enjoy dick and men," how is she going to take that?
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm asking myself eventually.
But don't you think she has an inkling at this point? With all the stories that come out.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Let's go to Bob in Tucson, Arizona. This is the first phone call from Tucson, Arizona ever. What's up, Bob?
They just got phones?
I don't know.
About 15 years ago, I was living in Vegas.
Neil Armstrong had a better connection. I know.
What kind of phone are you on?
Car phone.
A car phone? Whose? Fucking Cannons?
Yeah, anyway.
I haven't heard a staticky phone call in years.
No, I haven't either. No.
This is so weird. All right, go ahead. We'll try to get through this.
Go ahead.
Is that better?
You're much.
Yeah. What, you drove a quarter mile? You thought it was all going to clear up?
I was overmodulated. Sorry about that. But I lived in Vegas about 15 years ago. And on the second story of my house, we could look out the bathroom window. And I had a really hot Chinese neighbor about late 30s, early 40s living next door. And she didn't know it. But the way her blinds were, I could look in and watch her take a shower. She'd get out. She'd rub lotion all over herself. A few times she'd, rub one out right there in front of the mirror. But every time the family would leave and I'd be up there alone or the kids would be asleep, boom, I'd run up there. I had good jacking material for about 6 months.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, your phone connection sucks, but the story's so good, I wanted to get it on the air.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. But,
So what is that guy supposed to do? Knock on his neighbor's door and go, look, man, I just want to let you know I could see you naked every night?
Right, exactly.
Or do you enjoy, what has been presented to you?
No, you've got to take advantage of the situation. I mean, it's like you guys said, it's not like you're climbing over walls or trying to close a thread. I mean, you're just capitalizing on an opportunity.
Right. My brother told me a story. I think I said it on the air. His neighbor would get up. The bathroom was pretty much. I mean, the houses are pretty close together in Huntington, so it was, let me say 50 feet away. Maybe could see right into her bathroom. Would see her naked every morning, getting ready for work. He assumed that she knew because there's no blinds or nothing. He would set his alarm clock and put snacks on the windowsill and enjoy the show every morning. Every morning.
Pop popcorn.
Right.
That's hard not to. It's hard not to look. Jim is here. Would you peek into a window if you saw a girl getting naked?
Absolutely.
How do you not? It's hard not to look if it's there.
Of course. I had a friend that set a video camera up because there was a girl across the way if he wasn't home, and he would just record it and then just scan through it later in the day to find out when she was in the bathroom and being naked.
You don't miss a day, right?
No, exactly.
You can't miss, don't miss
at the end of the day, just come home and scan through it until he saw her in there. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed because we live next to a boring building. Because no one has shades or blinds in their apartments in New York City for the most part. Most of them are wide open. I don't see nothing.
You also
I could see a whole side of a building. I could see at least 20 stories of apartments.
But you take for granted that no one's going to look at you, because you're much higher up than I am.
Right.
But I look out my window and there's a lot of windows above mine, and I try not to be naked because I'm like someone could peek in, but I'll sneak in naked and then run back into my bedroom, and it's like anyone looking could see.
I've seen a couple little things, but nothing major. teenager.
You guys have
quick
shades
nudity
or
or
blinds
something
in your bedroom?
I have blinds. Oh yeah, my bedroom. My bedroom.
I got blind. I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in general in New York, the people that even have blinds, they just keep them open all the time.
You assume no one cares because it's so crowded. You're like, no one gives a shit if I'm walking around.
Right.
But I won't jerk off on my couch. That's why. That's literally. No, that's literally why I keep all my fucking. You've been in my house. You know how my blinds.
Yeah.
I keep all of my living room and dining room blinds open because it forces me to not be a fucking piece of garbage. If I want to jerk off, I got to go in my room. I just can't do it all over the apartment.
You've got standards.
That's a good deterrent.
Yeah, it is. Like I can't do it. I can't. I'm not just gonna jerk off out in the open.
But aren't they automatic blinds? It's just one lousy button, and then you could be jerking off.
No, I don't have those. I have really nice blinds, but no automatic. Yeah.
So it is a big hassle.
I got to crank
close
them.
everything.
What difference does it make if you just go into your bedroom?
It's a whole thing. Like you don't want to have to unplug the computer, fucking walk.
It's a laptop.
I know, but I've done that before many times. I've lugged it in there. Like I just can't take anymore. Like I'm in trouble when I start like glazing my nipples and futzing with my bud. I'm like, I gotta go in there.
Futzing.
The neighbors must know my schedule. They see certain websites pop up.
There's a John Travolta story. I don't know if you were listening earlier.
No, I didn't hear.
To get you up to speed. Yeah, Travolta is working out at a gym in the middle of the night and kind of went up to a guy and asked if he was married.
Some guy
maybe he was interested. Maybe he wanted to talk marriage. You know what I mean? Like he's married to Kelly Preston, and
then they took a picture, and then this guy ran to, I guess, Reddit and told his almost story of Travolta hitting on him.
It's a story. It's a story.
It's an almost story.
It's an almost story.
It really is an almost story.
But then again, we're right. We tell our non-stories too. It's a non-story when I tell it.
Right.
It's a non-story here.
I think
but he doesn't have a radio show. We have to tell some of these shitty stories to get through
But your
through a
stories are
day.
not shitty. People are interested in celebrity interactions, and the fact that Travolta, according to this guy, walked up to him, not the other way around, and it was just the two of them in a gym at 3:30, and immediately starts asking him if he's married, if he has kids, all this stuff, and then they take a photo together. That's a story to me.
I don't know.
Let me see the guy's
Travolta
face.
just look. We know about what the deal is with Travolta, but he just might have been lonely. He's been in his hotel room for 3 days. He sees somebody. He's like, "I'll talk to this guy in the gym. We have something in common. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Where you from? You married?
Yeah, he's working
you got
on
kids.
He's working on his tries, and Travolta's working on his.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a goddamn good picture for a fucking camera phone. Yeah. For a reverse angle camera phone shot, that looks like they set that up with a professional. Except for Travolta's hair.
That's a good looking dude. That's a real good looking dude.
The problem is because of all the stories.
Of course.
This is what I said earlier. Now Travolta's in a position every time he walks up to any guy, they got to assume that he's trying to have sex with them.
Yeah. Well, the stories
don't ask if you're married.
Yeah, well, the stories that came out are pretty reckless about him, whether they're true or not. About the the
massages,
and then also in the steam rooms. Always.
Right, I've heard those too.
Oh yeah, in the hotels and in the gyms, right in the steam room. Just he's John Travolta, and he just doesn't even care. So
he might be a little reckless.
Have good self-control.
Yeah.
No, it's like if you're horny, if that's your thing, let's say fuck, you're not thinking in that moment, I'm a celebrity. You're thinking like, cock!
There it is.
Yeah.
And I wonder why he doesn't, if he wants that, why wouldn't he just call a professional? Maybe he doesn't want a professional, or maybe he doesn't trust them anymore.
But
it's the thrill of the hunt.
If an actress came up to you, Florentine, in the gym, it's 3:30 in the morning, you think you're by yourself, and some actress, a chick,
right,
comes up to you, she's famous, and she goes, "Hey, what's up?" And then you just turn around and you're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" You didn't even know she was there. And then she starts asking you if you're married. You think she's just like, "Oh, I guess this lady just wanted to be friends with me," or it's like she's famous, so she knows that any interaction that she has with somebody.
Right. Well, yeah. Look, I can see your point, but he might be taking out a bunch of the conversation where they were just talking.
True.
Where you from? Kansas City. Oh yeah, my aunt was from Kansas City. Yeah, I'm married. Yeah, I know you're married 25 years, whatever. How about you? You're married? What are you? Traveling on business, it's just fucking nonsense.
Yeah,
he might have just been lonely and wanted to talk to somebody.
Why would Travolta agree to a picture then, Sam?
Because he's into him. The internet.
Huh?
Because he's into him.
Yeah.
No,
he didn't know the guy was going to go write it.
Yeah, why don't you text
because he knows the guy's going to probably do something with that picture.
He might not
totally out of touch.
Dude, that's a totally innocuous picture. Like, hey, I met a celebrity in the gym. Travolta's thumbs upping. That's not sexual at all.
Or maybe at that point, Travolta's like, oh, fuck, the guy's on to me. I'll take this picture and make believe it's just two guys at the gym working out.
Or Travolta is
because he puts his fist up in the air like, yeah, we're working out.
Yeah,
he's in the middle of the night.
He's the type of guy who falls in love easily. And he trusts this guy. He trusted him with this information in this photo.
The guy looks like a fucking SS guard. Why would he?
Look, he was definitely fishing around, you know, to find out if he's married and stuff like that. And then he realized, all right, this guy's not taking the bait. And he's like, hey, can we get a picture? Yeah, sure. He just realized, all right, this one ain't going to work. I'm striking out here.
Right.
It's the same thing when I used to be on the road. Chicks would come up to you after the show. I'm like, she's like, oh, it was a great show tonight. I'm like, I hope your boyfriend wasn't mad that I picked on you. She's like, that's not my boyfriend. It's a friend. I'm like, beautiful. Now I know.
That's such a great way.
Oh, yeah. I hope your boy is your husband mad because you'd be with a guy. Just my friend. We're all just friends.
If you had a private jet, like a jumbo jet,
right?
Yeah.
And would you within 2 minutes of trying to pick up a chick, would you mention that you had a jet? Like, would you be like, yeah, I got this private plane?
Is that what he said? In the
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Maybe the guy complained about airfare.
All right, well, yeah, maybe he was saying he hates United.
Oh, dude, that's
he said
weird,
he had a
'cause I have my
bad
own
flight
plane.
because he's on business.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from Kansas. I've flown over Kansas in my private jet.
Yeah, hey, did you ever see that photo of me kissing a man on the lips in front of my private jet? I still have the plane.
Look, if someone gives me a ride in a private jet, I'll make out with him too. I will.
You'd make out with a guy if you got your seat and coach on.
Burns the eggs out, I'll give you a hand job. I need the leg room.
Remy Green and others on Twitter are saying Travolta wouldn't give a fuck if the guy's married.
Yeah, but that's
he wouldn't give a fuck.
No, it's a way of finding out, though.
It's a way of finding out if he's
straight or not.
Yeah, he's not just going to come out and say, hey, are you gay?
Right.
But it's like you ask if you're married, and then you find out, like, you know, how, like, you know, Travolta could be like, I'm married too, but are you, like, married, or you know?
Yeah, when are you married is a way of saying something without. Yeah, I think so, too. Oh, that's good.
No.
Wow, what's that?
Travolta's onto us.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the
Why do you take a
internet just
picture of
blew
blue
up.
stuff?
We just got hacked by North Korea, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you got to look a little, there's a little bit of subtext in what's going on. It's not, he wasn't just asking the guy, are you married? And I wouldn't want to upset the sanctity of your vows.
Phones are lit on this one.
Well,
and what's going on with Bruce Jenner?
Well, that's the other. I feel bad for Bruce Jenner too because he can't
He's going to be a woman by the end of the year. That's pretty obvious.
My personal opinion is that he's in transition. Yes.
Is he? Wow.
That's my opinion.
Well, there was a big story. Was it Radar Online? They said that which magazine is going to have the big exclusive? In Touch magazine is going to have the big exclusive where he's going to be on the cover or is In Touch talking about what's going to happen?
It's a fake cover. It's like
I know that's
photoshopped it.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah.
But what In Touch has the story that Travolta is going to come out in the new year.
Travolta?
Jenner.
Oh, Travolta. Sorry, Bruce Jenner is going to come out by the end of the year.
I mean, it would have to,
and
right?
not be on the cover of In Touch magazine on The Advocate or whatever the magazine is, right?
Right.
That's how I read the story.
You see his picture?
Well, they did a fake picture to kind of show what it might look like.
It's not that cool.
If he does this cover.
He's not going to be that attractive.
You think he's going to be a woman by the end of the year?
Yeah, I personally, my opinion, I think he'll be a transgender woman by the end of the year. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
God, decathlon winner. You just never know.
I think that's how he sees himself right now, and I think he's going to make the physical transition by the end of the year. But that's it's the same as Travolta. I think he should be, the fact that he's been public about everything and he's been on reality shows.
This is a big one.
Well,
I think Jenner doesn't give a fuck.
He's just pretty private about it.
Yeah, because he's not ready.
Yeah, he doesn't look right.
He's waiting for the hormones to kick in a little more. He's got to get the boobies a little bigger.
He's so transparent. He's like, oh, fuck, do I look like that?
Right.
Oh, no, not yet.
I got to soften my look a little bit, he's thinking. Maybe puff out the lips a bit, right? He's got to shave down the Adam's apple still.
Did that.
He did that part already?
That was the first thing.
Drake shave, right?
He's growing out the hair, but it's not long enough yet.
I think he could help a lot of people if he were public about his transition.
It's probably such a private, embarrassing, scary thing to go through.
But that's why it wouldn't be embarrassing if more people were like,
this
is happening.
I don't even know if it's embarrassing. I'm just guessing. I mean, that's a big one.
It's only embarrassing because people feel like it needs to be a secret.
That's true.
I don't know. I think it's happening because In Touch is taking a huge chance if it's not.
Well, I mean, there have been a lot of photos. He has nail polish and long hair and the trachea deal. And that's...
And some kind of girly-ish clothes.
Yeah.
Right?
Mom jeans.
I wonder if they'll do it on the show. Are they separated him?
No, yeah, they're separated. He's not on the show anymore at all. Which, I mean, again, like this whole thing started. He left the show, and then almost immediately, this is like a year ago, I guess. Almost immediately was like saying he's having plastic surgery to get his trachea shaved down.
Right.
His Adam's apple.
Do you think that they talked about it? And if that's what's going on, I wonder if they talked about it. And he's like, "Look, I just got to go. I got to do this."
Yeah, I mean, Kris Jenner is saying
not happy.
But she's saying she has no knowledge of this, and it's irresponsible, and it's not fair, and it's mean, and which it is. It is.
She's
not
protecting
nice.
him because when he's ready, he'll do this thing.
She bad mouthing him or no?
No, not at all.
No.
I
No,
asked
she's
her when I
getting she's
interviewed
getting
her if it
young.
was true.
She's getting young dick.
Yeah, she is.
She's with a young guy, so she don't give a fuck about Bruce Jenner. Wait, you asked her about this?
Yes, I did.
And what did she say?
She said she has no idea. She has not heard anything about
Because
that.
she's not going to give you the exclusive.
No, she isn't.
It's also legally, she could probably a big Dutch.
No, that family's smart. They don't just give you an exclusive.
They sell the exclusive.
Yeah, they're going to wait for the big special. Absolutely.
We had
for the Sam Roberts show.
We had the Snooki exclusive, but she wasn't going to give it to us because she wanted to make money off it when we found out she was pregnant before anyone else.
Yeah, but I also
And then
think
we confronted her, and she completely denied it because she didn't want to just throw it away like that. She ended up making. I would assume she made close to $100,000 to announce it officially.
that's definitely true. But to be fair to Snooks, she was also less than 3 months at that point, so you don't want to.
Yeah, you never know if there's going to be a fucking mishap.
She announced it a couple days later, Sam.
I don't think it was that quick.
It was pretty quick.
To be fair to Snooks.
The Snookster?
Yeah.
Does the Sam Roberts show have a budget to pay somebody for the exclusive?
Yeah, I wish I thought of that. Not yet, but
no,
that's something we should work on. Really getting some exclusives, and we could give you $300 if you can.
And when are we going to find out that Chloe's got a different dad? When are they going to do that one? Why are you laughing?
I just like the topic of conversation.
You do like this?
Yeah, I think it's funny that
you've seen the Kardashian sisters?
Yeah,
the one is a giant.
Yeah.
And the other two are really small and petite. It's not
Chloe-
so obvious she has a different father, but for some reason they're not willing to announce that yet.
I asked Chloe about those rumors too on the Sam Roberts show,
and
she denied those as well.
But was she mad?
No, wouldn't you
be mad if someone said that to you?
I addressed him.
His father would be happy.
I didn't say, "Is this true?" I said, "What do you think of the fact that people report?" I did the cowardly journalist.
That's
thing.
a fair way. That's a smart way to do it.
But now that Bruce Jenner is becoming a woman, maybe she could say, "Hey, I got a different father."
In lesser news, I got this going on.
Look, I just want to let everyone know I got a different father. All right. I don't know. All right. We got Florentine here. We got food here.
Yes,
She's hot though.
Who, Bruce Jenner now?
No, Chloe.
Oh.
Yeah, Chloe is pretty hot.
Very sexy.
Yeah,
she's definitely hot.
I'd
big.
Look at. Yeah, I like that.
That's your type, Sam?
I don't know if it's my exclusive type, but I like tall women.
She
lap it.
She would break your dick in half.
I know. I like the idea of that. Not like it actually happening, but the potential of that.
Yeah.
She would pound it into nothing.
Yeah, that's
into
exciting.
nothingness.
Big feet.
Yeah.
Just that big ass, just going down hard.
I like that.
You like that?
Uh-huh.
You can handle that.
I don't know. I hope so. I would like to think I could, but I don't know.
I'd go limp.
You would?
Yeah, she would pound it on me too much.
Couldn't get it up.
No, I'd start with it up and it would just fucking wither into nothing.
Yeah, she got on top of you and just started pounding away.
Yeah, all of a sudden you just hear her and then you just see my dick flopped out and her slamming like on top of it like she was assaulting it.
She goes, "Did you come?" And you go, "No, I didn't."
No, I didn't. I
There's
just got
nothing worse
nervous.
when a chick gets on top and just starts pounding, going like 100 miles an hour.
And at any second she could break it in half.
Exactly, because
That's
mine
the scariest
it
thing
keeps
ever.
falling out.
Right.
When you're packing like 5, it's gonna fucking it's coming out a lot.
Are you a fan of the big booty asses? I'm not. I'm not either.
I need an ass, but not a big ass.
No, these over the top ridiculous asses. Sam's into it. Mars is into it.
I like it.
Jimmy's into it.
Not as much as certain guys, but I like a juicy fucking rump.
Hey, you want a nice shape to it, but like that, like Coco? No,
That's a bit much.
All right,
But it's not out of the realm. It's a bit. Like Kardashian's a bit much, but
no
it's okay.
offense to Ice-T, but no, that's just too much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It's
Yeah,
a little
I
too
think
much.
it's like it's like cartoon. It's like that immature sort of thing that when you're 13, that's like bigger, and you just sometimes don't.
Sometimes when
grow out of
you
that.
fuck a girl and that big ass is against you, it feels really comforting. Big cushy pillows.
And it just bounces back.
Fucking nice, juicy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
All right. So there you go. And then someone wants to tell us that Richard Simmons is missing.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
That's been going on for a little while.
What a weird hour.
Well, it's Jim, Richard Simmons, getting in shape. We're talking about what you do at the gym.
What a
He's
strange
missing?
hour. Yeah, he's been missing for almost a year.
Yeah.
I think he. What was the story?
Maybe
had
he
a
has
bad
cancer or
back
something.
or a
What if he's
bad
sick?
knee
I
or
think he hurt.
something.
Yeah, the story was. I think it was the leg. I might be wrong.
Can you find the story real fast and then we could go to break?
Yeah, I think he hurt his leg.
I'm bet you he's sick. When people go missing like that, it's probably because they don't want to be seen because they're sick.
And then he became a shut-in.
But he looked like he had cancer for the last 20 years. He looked horrendous.
Maybe
with that cotton candy.
Maybe with his
hair.
business too, working out and all that stuff.
He always looked like shit, though.
Or maybe he got fat. Maybe he got really heavy.
Yeah, that's what I think. He got injured and got heavy and depressed.
Really?
Yeah. So they're saying he posted something. A story came out that he was injured and
depressed
because he wouldn't come out of his house. Nobody knew where he wouldn't come out of his house. Nobody had seen him.
How long is this? How long ago is this story?
This story is from last month,
Okay.
or 2 months, November.
And the update is since November they still haven't seen him.
Right. So he
Or
posted
heard from him.
He posted something on his Facebook saying that he's touched by the love and he's having a rough time dealing with his injury and it's keeping me from doing what I truly love to do, which is teaching classes around the world. Make sure you keep sweating, which was probably not him that actually wrote that.
What's his injury?
Is that his slug
Leg
line?
thing?
Is it an illness?
That's his slug line. Keep sweating.
Well, he's sweating to the oldies.
I remember him sweating to the oldies, but now it's keep sweating.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, he probably put on a lot of weight 'cause he's not dealing with the injury well, and he doesn't
Right.
want to be seen.
Right.
That screws up his business.
Well, at this point,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
He should be. able
When was
to
the last
enjoy a
time
couple
he's
a
snack cakes.
character.
When was the last time he was seen? Doesn't take that long to come back from a knee injury.
If you get fat, though, maybe
Yeah.
he never seemed like he was in amazing shape. So he might be one of those guys who just can't help but balloon up when he doesn't work out.
I always thought he was a scam. He never looked like he was in shape ever.
But he motivated other people. And I think that was his gift.
He never had a hint of a muscle on him. He was very, very soft.
But he didn't have a lot of body fat.
He made millions, though.
Yeah, he did.
You would think you'd be, in rock solid shape.
You know why? Because fat people felt like he loved them and that he was genuinely trying to help and not judging them. People didn't feel judged by him. And I think the fact that he wasn't perfect gave people an attainable goal. Like, you look at a guy who's got washboard abs and amazing. You're like, I can't, that guy. But a guy like Richard Simmons who's like, oh, come on, have fun. You're like, hey, what the fuck? Let's have some fun. Why not?
But is that fun?
You know what? If I was 290 and
Yeah,
5'3",
you're right.
and that little fucking happy man was cheering me on, I'd be out there in a second. Come on, put on some fucking old music. I'll dance.
Sweating to the oldies?
What he's really saying is, come on, you fat pig, move. Yeah, but this is fun. There's no judgment in it, and
Jimmy
it
makes-
motivates them to exercise.
Jimmy makes a very
shorts.
good point. I think
Yeah, silly.
I don't really think he was a big workout guy. I think he figured out a way to make money and motivate people, and I think he had a really good metabolism, and he didn't. Well, he was fat at one point, though, I guess, right?
He's always said that he was.
Yeah, but no one can prove that. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of fat Richard Simmons.
His testimonials too, where people would cry and he wouldn't go like, "Oh, would you stop blubbering?" But he would say like, "Oh, I love you, Joan. I understand." Like he touched them on a different level.
He also embraced the whole me thing with some of these people.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
But
Yes,
he
did.
would call these people at home when they're having a tough time and stuff like that. He had a whole network going on. I mean,
But when the cameras were off, you think he was doing all that shit?
I think he cared about them.
Do you think he was making phone calls when the cameras weren't on? Just asking.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe one.
Maybe one every once in a while.
Called a person.
He loved being famous.
Yeah.
He loved that.
He seemed fairly nice, though. Well, I don't even know if I ever met him once. I don't think I certainly don't know him. But he seemed like a nice man.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice.
I hope he's okay.
Nice fella.
I wonder what the hell's going on, though.
He was last in public a year ago, almost to the day.
And he was the type of guy, he always had to be in the public eye.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing him in the
Our whole
airport,
lives.
at Newark Airport, like a year and a half ago, causing a scene. Like,
Right.
so just everybody looks at him. There's a huge crowd around him.
Yeah.
Loves that.
He's not shy.
So something really serious is going on if he's avoiding the spotlight.
How old is he? 60?
He's got to be.
Probably older than 60.
He's been around our whole lives. Oh, my God. I don't remember a time when he wasn't around.
Bunch of big fat people dancing to old music.
Right.
What a fun day. If you're a big fat guy who doesn't get out at all. Okay, I'll go hang out with a bunch of big people and dance. This little fucking gay man cheering you on.
When was he huge? Like in the 80s?
The 80s,
And
yeah.
then, what, all the way up to the mid-90s easily?
Yeah, because he had the workout videos, then he had that deal-a-meal thing,
Right,
which was the
oh,
wallet
right.
with the cards.
Yeah, with the cards.
So
That's right.
when he wasn't doing the videos anymore, he was doing the infomercials for the cards.
Because John Valby had a funny line in one of his dumb songs. He was like, I like when guys undo their pants and deal me a meal. I thought it was very funny. Fucking Valby.
I miss Valby.
Yeah, I love him.
Can you play a little Valby into break for us? What should we play today?
What was the name of that one?
that Jim just said? What was it?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Can you pick a Valby song for break, Jimmy? You know the Valby song's better than I.
Hold on.
Something short and quick. Maybe get a list up real fast and we'll pick one.
Because that was one of those.
I miss Valby.
Wait, he would do these deal me a meal. I'm getting a lot of exercise, dropping to my knees, but I'm just. Who gives a fuck? What's going on? Who gives a fuck was the song. But there was a bunch of them with different people in them.
He always updated those.
Oh, my name is, and he would do Brian Bosworth. He did a great one for Bernard Getz.
What did he say?
Bernie Getz one. I prefer Valby say it. It's really
What if we
great.
can't find it, though?
No, it's in the middle of all those.
What do you got in there, Eric?
Find a Who Gives a Fuck.
Who gives a fuck? All right.
Let's see.
It might not. It's not going to be timely. He's probably going to be talking about celebrities no one gives a fuck about anymore.
That was the beauty of him, is he would
Yeah.
always update his stuff.
All right, I found Who Gives a Fuck. It's on 3 different albums.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. What are the albums it's on, Eric?
There's Dr. Dirty Sphincter Unplugged, Bootleg Valby, and American Troubadour.
I don't know which one it's on. Let's try one.
Yeah, just try one. I would go with American Troubadour.
That one's 4.5 minutes.
Oh, you don't do that one.
No. This one's 2 minutes. Let's try this one.
Yeah, we'll just do
It should be live.
Maybe we'll make this into a John Valby day.
Should it be live?
Yeah, it's live.
Eric, pick John Valby songs throughout the day.
We're gonna try.
But I don't know who's in the celebrities that are in this.
This
one.
could be a complete bust, I understand. But he's still dirty and funny as fuck. So we got Jim Florentine in studio. We go to break with Valby.